The shocking truth about sexuality during the Roman Empire. Romans and Greeks were candid about their sex life, unlike many states today. It was strange, but it wasn't a subject of contention when ruling. The general public shows this, but surprisingly, the famous and wealthy were the kinkiest. Despite efforts to keep their acts private, rumors spread. This shows the bizarre secret sex lives of historical combatants, including gladiators and emperors. Lusting for gladiators. Gladiators were handsome, muscular men who died in the Colosseum according to popular opinion. Gladiators were admired for their entertainment and mercenary work for the king. Some gladiators were forced to serve royalty. Royals, like Emperor Marcus Aurelius's wife, often expressed their desire to have sexual encounters with gladiators. Many royals ordered gladiators to have sex with women and slaves while watching. These people were exploited for carnal pleasure in ancient Rome. Before having sex, they coated themselves in gladiators' blood, which symbolized sexual prowess. After slaying a gladiator while having sex with his wife, Faustina, Emperor Marcus Aurelius covered her with gladiator blood. He then talked to his wife. After this, Marcus Aurelius' son, Commodus, was born. Love can make you a god, apparently. Hadrian, the Roman emperor, and Sabina were wed in a planned ceremony. Both parties in this relationship used to have several partners over the course of their lifetimes and were not monogamous. Despite this, their emotional connection remained intact, and they continued to show one another respect. All of this abruptly changed when Hadrian fell in love with Antinous, a young man from the city of Bithynia. After expressing his wish to be with the boy, Antinous felt the same way, and the two of them became friends. Sabina, who disapproved of the connection, was shocked by this and surprised by it. As fate would have it, Antinous would disappear and never be discovered during a lengthy voyage that all three of these people were taking. The emperor was so distraught that upon his return, he elevated Antinous to the status of god. He was not to be idolized by the populace, and great sculptures were built in honor of the emperor's late love. Many believe Sabina was responsible for Antinous' disappearance because she was so envious of their love, although there was no evidence to back up this notion. The crown prince of weird sexual practices, Tiberius. Emperor Tiberius was a sexaholic, according to Roman historians. He engaged in questionable and occasionally heinous sexual activities to obtain fulfillment. After a self-imposed exile in the villa of Jupiter on Capri Island, Tiberius began to reveal his perversion. Tiberius tortured young boys who were expected to perform. His pornographic harem, with walls adorned in obscene imagery and sexual actions of all kinds performed for the emperor, is commonly called this mansion. He tortured young boys by forcing them to consume excessive amounts of liquids and then stopping them from peeing with equipment he invented. He enjoyed underwater fellatio. His slaves had to dive underwater and please him as his little fishies. Tiberius was widely reviled for his rule and his atrocities. Pederasty in ancient Greece. Greeks and Romans were gay. Unfortunately, ancient Greeks supported pedophilia. Pederasty was one. This was pedophilia in which a newborn was removed from his parents, often with consent, and raised by another man in the woods. The older man mentored them as hunters and gatherers. After a while, the youngsters would have sex with the man, and if he liked it, he would be promoted to commander and return home. He controlled his mentor's life as a commander. If the new commander thinks the elder guy is unworthy of life, he would kill him or live with him. Rome and Greece lived differently. Although every civilization had its norms, the Greeks and Romans seemed to take them to a whole new level. It's safe to say that ancient strong and famous people's sexual life was odd and occasionally tragic. So what'd you think about our video? Let us know in the comment box below. Please do like this video and subscribe to the channel for future updates.